Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and first impressions on the new Wet n Wild foundation they came out with. It's the Photo Focus foundation and I got two different shades because I'm not sure which one I am. This bottle is very heavy and it's only $6 for it and you get 1 fluid ounce. It's a pretty large bottle and it is made of glass, which is nice. More expensive packaging for the drugstore. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up if you like first impressions on new products from the drugstore like this. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so it comes with like a spatula applicator on it, which is kind of cool. I do like that. I'm just going to put a dab of both of these shades on me just to see which one is more fitting for my skin tone. This is the golden beige and this other one is bronze beige. Okay, they both do look pretty similar. So I do believe that the more bronze beige shade fits me better, so I'm just going to use that one, but I'm going to prime first. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier foundation primer, the Radiance one, because it gives your skin a little bit of a glow. Just going to put this on my Sigma F80 brush. Just a little bit of it, and apply it to my face. Okay, so now that I'm primed, I'm going to dive into the foundation. I'm going to apply it to my face and use the Beauty Blender on one side and a regular brush on the other just to compare which way I think applies best. I'm going to zoom you in so you can get all up close and personal. So I am going to use the bronze beige shade. I'm going to apply it to one side of my face at a time just to ensure that it's not going to dry down while I'm blending one side. I do like this spatula. It's very convenient. Whoop. That may or may not be too much, but we'll see. So for this side of my face, I'm going to use my Oval Artis 7 brush to blend that out, and we'll see just how it turns out. This feels like really, really smooth on my skin. And the coverage is pretty dang impressive. And it feels like super lightweight. Kind of almost feels like a cream to powder. I think it feels like I'm just putting powder on my face. It's very weird. So looking at this close up, I think you can definitely see that the coverage is really great. You can still see some of my freckles poking through, but it's not nearly as much as on this side where you can see like my redness and my freckles. My dog never lets me film alone. So I must say that I'm very impressed with it so far. And I really like the finish of it. So definitely applying it with a brush is really nice. I don't have any streaks, but that's also, I've never had like streak issues with this particular brush. But I do think that this applied really nicely with a brush. And I do think that this shade is a very nice match for me. So moving on to the left side of my face, I'm going to use my Black Damp Beauty Blender to blend it out. So that was really easy to blend out and I really like the coverage that it gave me with the Beauty Blender as well. I don't really see that big of a difference depending on which tool I used. But regardless, I really like the finish of it. It's not like extremely matte. It's actually kind of like satin or like a natural finish. And the coverage is pretty decent. Like I don't usually wear like super extreme full coverage. Like I do usually like to see my freckles peeking through a little bit. So I do like this. So this is the side that I blended out with the Artis brush. And this is the side that I use my Beauty Blender on. I think they're pretty comparable to each other and it's not that big of a difference, so just depends on what you want to use. If you want to use a brush or a Beauty Blender, either way I think will look really nice. So I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back to give my final thoughts. So my makeup's all done except for my highlight, which I figured I can use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder that I just picked up the other day. This is in the shade Precious Petals. I've been dying for this highlighter for so long and my drugstore just stocked it, so I was like, grabbed it. So here's what a finger swatch looks like. And that's it swatched on my hand. It's very pretty. I love Wet n Wild highlighters. They're so amazing and such good quality for the drugstore. This highlighter retails for $4.99, which I think is a really great price for how big it is. And it's just so pretty, and I love the little flower embossed in it. So I'm going to take my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to bless my face with this. Huh. Ooh, girl. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I'm going to take a small brush and just add this to my inner corners to highlight as well. I'm very pleased with this highlighter. 5 stars for me. Don't mind my panting dogs, they don't let me film alone, and they're making a lot of noise. So my final thoughts are that I'm really, really impressed with this foundation and the highlighter. It definitely didn't emphasize any of my pores or any dry patches that I have. It's sitting very nicely on the skin, and it's not like a super deep matte finish. It's more of like a natural finish that I really do like. And I do think this color is a really great match for me. So all in all, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation gets a very good review from me. Let's read what the claims are. It says, goodbye photo flashback. It helps eliminate white particle reflection. And it says that it was tested under 7 light conditions with and without flash. Okay, so I will take some pictures using flash and I will insert them here to see if that's true or not. I feel like it could be true because it doesn't have like sunscreen or anything in it that would make it give you that white cast. But also you can't just take foundation into consideration. You also need to think about the powders that you use to set your face, because sometimes powders can give you a flashback. But I used my Laura Mercier powder today and I know that usually doesn't give me one. But as for the finish and the coverage, I'm really impressed. It is definitely pretty full coverage. It's medium to full. I think if you added more layers, you could build it up to be super full coverage. But I'm definitely happy with the finish and I love the way it looks. Also, side note, Wet n Wild is cruelty free and I do love that about them. And they're one of the cheapest brands in the drugstore, and they usually have like the most bang-in products. Like, this is only $5.99 for this giant jar with glass packaging and a spatula. Like, hello. Hello. I love you, Wet n Wild. I love you. And that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video if you enjoyed it and you like first impressions and reviews from drugstore products. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and see you in my next video. Bye!